Hi everybody, I'm Amy, this is my wife Maggie, and together we are ThinkerThemer, and welcome back to another year of content, 2024. Happy New Year!
Yes.
Great to be back, and we thought we'd start this year with something very exciting.
Oh, a little project that we've been working on
For a long time.
A long time. So I'll just sort of preempt this by saying we absolutely love if you've bought any of our merch, supported us in that way, we absolutely love that Mondays with ThinkerThemer design, and we absolutely love seeing people wearing the t-shirts or the hoodies or anything like that. But we've had that for quite a while.
We have, and people have been asking us to update the design.
New merch, please, or a new look. And so we decided that's fair, new year, new look. And so, but we're not artists. We don't have an artistic bone in our body, which pains me so, because I would love nothing more than to be artistic. And it just, anytime that I try and draw or illustrate anything, it's like comically terrible. Like who did a 2-year-old try and crayon their way through this? That's what it tends to look like.
And I'm no better. And, up until recently, I was doing all of our thumbnails in PowerPoint. Because I use PowerPoint a lot for work, so it's the only thing I know. So anyway,
look, you're lucky you didn't get an Excel thumbnail.
An Excel merchandise made in Excel.
Yeah. No. So we reached out to professionals, hoping that maybe we reached out to some of our favorite artists to see, we don't know, maybe we'll hear back from one of them, probably none of them. And who did we hear back? None other than the amazing Andrew Bosley, who is
amazing
up there. So you may know his amazing artwork from the beautiful critters in Everdale, or from Tapestry, or one of my favorite pieces of illustrative art is the upcoming Unconscious Mind. So he actually did a lot of the designs and the illustrations there. So we were just beside ourselves.
I just about fell off my chair when Andrew said that he was interested in working with us. So thank you, Andrew. And we're so excited to tell you more about the design today. So the brief to Andrew was fairly simple. It was to take the concept of our channel and interpret it in his own style. And of course, if you're watching the channel, you know all about ThinkerThemer. Thinker is all about the analysis, the mechanics of a game, maybe being, one of those bottom-up thinkers that's I start with the detail and then I piece together the entire picture. Whereas Maggie is the total opposite. She is...
want to be in the world, be in that, just be immersed in it and be sort of one with it.
And is all about the story and the narrative. So we said to him, take that idea, make it your own style. And he came back to us and said, well, there's 2 things that are really important to me. The first thing is that he wanted to make sure it was instantly recognizable as his work, which is fair enough. And that's what we wanted to with this collaboration. And he said, we said you've got such breadth. So he has, such scope to do any type of design style. But for this, he said, in board gaming, I'm probably most well known for my work with Everdell and the critter or the cozy kind of designs. And so we were like, well, that suits us perfectly because super cute.
Yeah.
And we would love to have critters. And so he started with that. And then he said the second thing that's important to him is that each of the characters represents us and what the channel is all about.
Yeah.
And so he spent time with us on the phone, getting to know us, getting to understand the channel and the nuances in what we like when it comes to gaming and more broadly. And he came up with the final characters. So I'm really excited to introduce you to our 2 little mascots that Andrew has come up with. The first one is the Thinker. The Thinker is a red panda wearing quite muted tones, obviously not as colourfully dressed as Maggie. And what you'll see in the design is that the Thinker is analyzing the flight path of a paper plane. So has thought through and created this plan to fly this plane and is very clearly thinking about the direction and where it's going to land. Yeah, it's right here. I'm figuring you're going to show it in beautiful B-roll, but the patch is right here.
Yeah.
And of course, emphasis in this patch is on the word thinker, but when you look at it, you can still see that it says ThinkerThemer.
Yeah. Now with the themer, it's a little chipmunk
cute.
It's super cute because they're also kind of like, they enjoy their solitude as well. Like I enjoy having, some alone time and playing my solo games, but also, sometimes having together time.
I forgot to mention why it's a red panda.
Oh.
It's a red panda as well because, in case you don't know, my mum is Chinese. That part of my heritage is really important to me, and so it's represented as well. Not just cute, but also originally from China.
Yeah,
so.
There you go. My chipmunk is just, it's
cute.
Yeah, it's just
adorable.
Really and so it's all about, the thinker is all about like figuring out the analytics of the data of how this plane is going to fly. I'm all about just being the plane. Like I just see myself being in the air and feeling the breeze through my hair and what all of that would feel like. So, and it's got the word themer it's more prominent, more highlighted, but you have the full like ThinkerThemer on it as well.
I just absolutely love that it's an interpretation of the idea of ThinkerThemer, but it's not obvious unless you know what it is. And this was one of Andrew's first ideas that he threw at us as an example. And as soon as I heard it, I was just like, that is so clever.
It's just perfect. Yeah.
So clever,
Yeah.
so perfect. And
we also love travel. Like we love to like visit new locations and be so it works on many levels.
So he is a creative genius and we're so excited to have his design represented on our new patches. Which brings us to our next point of why patches at all. It seems like a bit of a departure away from our usual t-shirts. There are multiple reasons for this. As you would know, our Mondays with ThinkerThemer t-shirts, they are all on coloured shirts with white print. And the reason for that is because it's very, very challenging to find a drop shipping company that can print on demand and can have a lot of beautiful colours that are well represented on the shirt. Also, there's so many inconsistencies with that quality of the printing. And we actually spent almost a year researching different companies, buying samples, having them shipped to us, and basically testing, even with some of Andrew Bosley's older design work, to see how it would reflect on the garment
material
itself.
And how it would hold up.
And we just weren't happy with any of them.
Right. It wasn't really doing them justice either, because then it's like when it's so many colors, it sort of ends up being a bit muted. It just doesn't pop as much.
And it would really be okay if we were shipping to just one region, but unfortunately or fortunately, the channel is very global, and so people will be purchasing from Europe, from Australia, and from the US, and we needed to have that consistency. And so we just randomly thought, what if we did something completely different and we made an iron-on patch instead?
They're so versatile, because then it means that one, you can upcycle. So it's not about, you're not having to buy new garments. You can actually just get an old classic that you love, and all of a sudden it's a little bit, bit too worn off.
Something that you've worn to too many social occasions and you're just about to get rid of it, but now you can turn it into gaming life.
Yes. So, and obviously you can place it not just on, t-shirts and jackets and things like that, but like many other places. You can put it on caps, you can put it on tote bags, you can put it on backpacks, you can put it on, I don't know, a curtain. You can put
I'm sure people will get very creative.
Any fabric you'll be able to iron this on. And I imagine some people actually might even stitch it on and just I'm not a good stitcher, so I iron them on.
Look, we made it iron on because neither of us are very
so we wouldn't
crafty.
be able to use them if we hadn't made them.
Exactly. But something else that we've designed to tackle ourselves is the shipping of these. So the first thing I'll say is that if you do purchase one of these patches, please be wary of the fact that we're trying to keep shipping costs low. We're trying to keep all the costs low so we can, keep the cost down of the patch itself. But we're going to be shipping them ourselves from Melbourne, Australia. So it may take 2 to 3 weeks to get to you, so that we can keep shipping costs low, basically. But we're super excited to do that, to mail them all out, because we're just so grateful for all the support that everyone gives us to ensure that our channel stays 100% community funded. That has always been the case. It's still the case, and we don't really want to change that in 2024. We just really appreciate the support and your consideration of purchasing a patch to support the channel. And that's it from us. That's really it from us.
We'll have the link obviously in the description to go to the shop and get yourself one of these.
And if you do purchase one and you apply it to a garment and you're wearing it, or you apply it to something else, please snap a photo, send it to us as a direct message, or tag us at ThinkerThemer on any or all of the socials.
Yes.
We would love to see your creativity with these patches. We want to say a special thank you, of course, to Andrew Bosley for this collaboration. We are so excited to work together on this, and thank you everybody for watching, and we'll be back with more board game content soon. But otherwise, bye for now.
Bye.